Good day, viewer. This is The Other Paul. Today, I will give you an overview of my denominational position and beliefs on ecclesiology. This is the first part of a series which will give you the context necessary to understand my project, especially if you are considering becoming a patron. I want to avoid scenarios like, say, a Roman Catholic becoming a patron only to later find, without warning, a video of mine criticizing papal infallibility. I still do hope Roman Catholics find value in the content we do have a common ground on, and even decide to become patrons. But before you do so, you should know who you are supporting. Also, I won't be giving a comprehensive defense of my positions, only making them known. So, let's get started. On the question of denominations, I was raised in the Pentecostal tradition, and to this day attend a Pentecostal congregation, and I study at a Pentecostal Bible college. Now, if you're Catholic, Orthodox, or High Church Protestant, you may be tempted to stop the video right here. I'm one of those happy clappy babblers. But please do give me a fair hearing before giving into generalizations. I do believe in the main thesis of Pentecostalism, that the Acts 2 event of Spirit baptism happens today, and the gifts of prophecy and miraculous hearings are also a present reality. And the gift of tongues is a genuine gift from God, and is used, as described in 1 Corinthians chapter 14, in private prayer for one's own spirit. Now, these fundamental issues are where my agreement with many Pentecostals ends. I diverge with them on many other doctrines. On ecclesiology, I take inspiration from multiple traditions. The church is fundamentally invisible, that is, the total body of true believers. No office or specific organization can claim to be the sole representative of Christ but Christ himself, and one enters communion with him and the true church by faith in his lordship, belief in his death and resurrection, and by obeying his commands over and above the will of the world. But I don't use this to dismiss hierarchy. On the contrary, a strong authority is necessary to keep order in the body and to root out error from within. This is actioned through the pastor, who must be equally gentle and strong. Just as he loves his congregation, he must fight those who wish to sow heresy and division. Unfortunately, from my own experience and research, the latter is horrifically lacking in many congregations, and even condemned by some as judgmental and not loving, which is simply ridiculous. This is a reality I want to change. Also, contrary to how many congregations work, the pastor must be seen as a father. So many try to be relatable, down-to-earth guys at the expense of the reverence owed to the role. This contributes to the problem of weak responses to heresy, as I just stated. And as per the fatherly role, all Christians should confess their sins to their pastor, because he must know the problems of his people if he is to help and lead them. And more significantly, he becomes a tangible person through whom we can confess our sins to Christ, as the weight and conviction of sin is truly felt when confessing to a pastor right in front of you, more so than when you ask Christ directly in your mind. Now, I believe there is no infallible person, office, or group within the church. The only infallible rule of faith is the Holy Scriptures, but non-canonical works, such as the earliest works of the Church Fathers, may be a witness to other dogmatic truths that are otherwise not recorded in the Scriptures. Nor do I believe that apostolic succession, as the Catholics and the Orthodox understand it, is a reliable mark of the true church today. Given our far more advanced communications technology, biblical truth spreads without a determined line of succession, and so even if a pastor doesn't have a direct millennia-old line to the apostles, he should not be dismissed for such, but verified or discredited based on the truth we all have access to. So, this was a pretty brief summary of my denominational and ecclesiological views. By no means exhaustive, but good enough for you to understand my approach. Thank you for listening, and do please follow my pages on Facebook and minds.com for more content. And if you want to see my goals actualized, consider becoming a patron. Thank you again, and in all things, God bless you.